fish on!
Yes! Oh, man!
There's a sail on the flat. Sail on the flat.
That's a pair of slammers, boys.
Nice fish.
Islamorada backcountry fishing legends Captain Randy Tow and Captain Bill Knowles leave from the Lorelei Marina. Captain Bill Knowles began backcountry guiding from the Lorelei in 1959. In those 50-plus years of fishing these waters, he has amassed a vast knowledge and experience, much of which he has passed on to his good friend and next generation, Captain Randy Tow.
You started out of there, didn't you? Or you were at Bud Mary's?
No, I started out of here.
Did you?
1959.
No, I wasn't fishing yet.
No, you weren't even probably born yet.
No, wasn't born yet either. That's where I spent the first 17 years of my fishing was out of the Lorelei.
Was it?
Yeah.
Captain Randy is an accomplished backcountry guide and offshore captain with over 30 years' experience. Watch closely as these tournament-winning legends together reveal pro secrets of snook fishing in the Everglades National Park. Having lively, fresh, natural bait is a must for a successful day on the water. The first order of business, find and catch some bait.
What we're going to do right here is try to catch some pilchards for live bait. Randy's going to throw as soon as he sees them.
Pilchards are a small, shiny bait which school near the surface. Randy's first cast of the net catches mostly small baits. They prefer larger pilchards, so Randy will throw the net again. This throw yields a good quantity and good-sized pilchards.
You know, that was a lot of work to catch those stinking things.
You're right.
That makes you appreciate those days it's one throw and go.
That's it. That's true. And Randy set a pinfish trap last night, just for extra stuff. And we're going up and pull that, and then we're on our way.
A pinfish trap is a wire cage baited with a block of chum. These traps usually fill with pinfish in a few hours. Captain Randy is more amazed than disappointed to find the trap empty.
Not a pinfish pond. Okay. Well, this ain't a very good pinfish spot, I guess. Can you believe that?
Yeah.
How is that possible you can put a trap here and not catch anything?
I don't know. Yeah, it's obvious somebody did not pull it because there's still bait in it.
Yeah. Well, that'd have been a mess
Yeah.
if you tried to get the bait out of there with all that soft chum.
Right.
All right. Well,
Right.
things happen for a reason.
That's it. We're going to go catch them on pilchards.
That's fine.
Okay.
I got my boat and my captain's license all within a few months of moving down here. And,
And a wife.
well, I had that when I got here.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
I thought you got married here.
No, I got married in Fort Lauderdale. That's why I moved to the Keys,
Oh.
because I had to get away from the old girlfriends and the new ones.
Oh, okay.
You know, over the years, I just enjoy fishing, whether it's inshore, offshore, and I've kind of spent my life doing it, and I've been successful in winning tournaments in the backcountry. The Don Hawley Fly Tarpon Tournament, that I can remember 1991 winning that, walking up on the dock at Papa Joe's, seeing Billy, seeing Hank there, congratulating me, you know, finally getting into the history book of a major tournament in the Keys, and red bone tournaments, bonefish tournaments, you know, so many since then, over the years that I've been fortunate enough to fish in and win, not all of them, but certainly my share. And then you take that same skill and opportunity and you go offshore and you win sailfish tournaments. Last year I won the Poor Girls with my daughter Amanda. I mean, it's those special times with your family and friends when you can compete against the best of the best. These tournaments today, you don't win those things by luck. It's preparation, making very few to no mistakes, and I've been real fortunate being able to do that. The swordfish tournaments, the dolphin tournaments, you know, it's just a great list that I've been able to do, and it's something that there's not a lot of guys that are going to be versatile like that offshore or inshore. They're going to do one or the other and be very good at it.
It's obvious that he's won more than I have, but I won all the good ones.
Well, you've certainly won some of the best ones, but you had the knowledge behind you of all those years, especially the bonefish tournaments, where those big bonefish lived and how to fish for them. You had good anglers. I mean, and that all tackle, for example, was the all-time greatest of the bonefish tournaments, which we'll never see again what we had back then. But
that's true.
That was really where you shined, and a lot of guys, you know, since have won it, and it's a tough one. I never was fortunate to win it.
The one that I really was happy to win was one that started a few years ago, was the fly sailfish tournament, which I won in 09, 08, I think it was. And you won it when?
Last year.
He won it last year. And that's a tournament that's hard to win. That's one of the hardest.
Well, you're sail fishing with a fly rod.
Yeah.
For an Atlantic fish that is like a box of firecrackers when you hook the thing. You have to tease it with live bait. The boat's not moving very fast to begin with. So it's hard, you know, to get that fly out there and to present it and get that fish on. But if you get the fish to the boat and you can grab that fish and take the fly out, that's 150 points. That's what Billy did when he won, and that's what we did last year with Bernard Paulhus, a good friend of mine from Fort Lauderdale, was the angler.
You're fishing against the very best.
There's nothing more exciting than being against great anglers and captains and winning.
I don't know of any tougher tournament than that one. The tarpon tournaments are tough. We have a tournament here called the Poor Boys, which I was fortunate enough to win 11 times.
11 times?
11 times, with two different anglers.
Good grief.
One at 5 with one angler and 6 with another.
On the way, Captain Randy sees a location that looks good for another attempt at catching pinfish. This time, he ties on a sabiki rig.
All right, 2 at a time, I'll take it.
Yeah, my bait of choice is finger mullet, but there's not many around these days.
Finger mullet you'd catch along the beach, and they were certainly an excellent bait for snook and reds, especially this time of year, the fall time of year. It's just ideal. But bait's tough. Bait's very important, and you certainly can't have enough of it, whether it's pinfish or pilchards.
With about 3 dozen pinfish in the bait well, Captain Bill sees something to get excited about.
We got finger mullet, and they have not been around for quite a while. That was the prime bait that I was talking about earlier. If we can catch these, we'll be in good shape.
Captain Bill eases the boat towards the shore. One precise throw of the cast net, and they have the elusive finger mullet.
All right, we got them. Yeah, there might be some snook right there.
Yeah.
I wonder if we ought to fish it.
We probably ought to.
Go up and around it then.
On Captain Randy's first cast with the finger mullet, he is hooked up.
Ready?
Yep. Let's hope he's big enough. Oh yeah. Incoming. Oh, come on. I beat you to it.
Yeah, you did.
I let you go first. Oh, that's a problem with this one.
What? Too big?
He's 31
He's 31 to where?
to the end.
To the tip of the tail?
Yeah,
That's illegal.
I know.
There's a problem with him, he's going to get at.
That's what I'm telling you. It's not his day. Right up here so I can get a picture. There you go.
The pro did it again.
I don't know about that, but I did it with you, and
That's right.
that's what matters.
That's right.
For me, growing up in Fort Lauderdale, I spent a lot of time doing this on my bicycle, driving to the canals, going to the fishing piers. I mean, snook fishing was what I grew up doing. And it's just been a real treat for the last 30 plus years being able to live in the Keys and have this kind of fishing pretty much in my backyard.
I started my offshore fishing here with my father. I had a lot of teachers. I had Cecil Keith, Jimmy Albright. You don't learn just from one person, really. It's up to the youngsters coming up. They got to go do their homework, just like Randy did when he first came here. I'd give him some information, but he went and did his homework. And homework is what it's all about. If you don't go do your homework out there and learn it yourself, nobody can really give it to you. You got to go learn it.
Like what Billy would do, we would talk about it, and then he would say, well, you know, next time you're there, try this. Or next time, you know, look over here. And I would have to go to these places, and I'd have to spend the time, and I'd have to figure out what he was talking about. Was he talking about an incoming tide, an outgoing tide, in the morning, in the afternoon? Because a lot of times you'll go to a place, and although it's good fishing, may not be that day. Oh boy, you are on the money right there. You aren't on yet? There's a nice one. Good grief! Look at that! Come on, keep coming. There you go. Oh, what kind of meal is this?
I don't know, but I'm going to buy you one that fits.
All right. Nicely done. Yes, sir. Gotta love it. Snook fishing in Everglades National Park. Doesn't get any better than this right here.
With finger mullet.
When I was growing up at 10 years old, and my mom wouldn't buy me a $200 fishing rod, I thought she was just being mean, didn't want to spend the money, but she did buy me the parts to build fishing rods. And that's what got me into building rods. It kept me out of trouble. I was at home, either playing baseball or fishing or building fishing rods. My childhood really helped me in my youth to learn a skill like that. It's a big part of my life, and it's nice to, you know, to build something special for people that they appreciate and that is special to them, unlike the stuff you would buy at the store that's factory made.
He buys all top quality blanks and he wraps them. It's incredible. That I've seen rods he built that I couldn't understand how he built them. They were so unique. He builds them with fish on them. they're beautiful.
This fishing rod right here is the first one I ever made. I was 10 years old when I wrapped this. No machines, no motors. It was an old South Bend rod that I stripped and I rewrapped it. And these are foul-proof guides. But this is the first fishing rod I ever wrapped at 10. Then this was shortly after. This one here, this is more a conventional type rod that I would use on the fishing pier. And this had a two-sided chevron on it, chevron wrap. That's how it all started right there. This is what we're going to make, a sailfish weave. And that sailfish is right here, all in the numbers. All of these numbers represent how many times I turn the rod, and it also represents how many threads going across that I'll use to make that design. Now once we get started and we start to weave it, we're going to cut this side off. So that'll all be gone. And then when we weave, we turn the rod and we pull threads back. That's what all these numbers represent. Trim all this thread off. Is just push everything together so that it's good and tight. So when I start, I don't have any gaps. Now, so now I know that's 29 and I got to come up with 13. We'll turn the rod 2 times and then we'll pick another thread. Now it's 14 and 28. These come forward. Turn the rod 2 times. All right, we're starting to make it look like something here. You can see the outlines of the sail on the sailfish and the body. We're just finishing up the bottom part of it, which will be the bill. And we're going to do that here in just a minute. Well, you know, we had a pretty good morning on the snooks back there off the Cape. Now we're a little closer to Flamingo. Maybe looking for a redfish or another snook. Try a few different things here and see what's going to work.
Where's he at, son?
He was over here to the right of the marker. You know, that looks like a snook, only smaller.
You know that's how you take them off without getting hurt, don't you?
Upside down?
Yep. The master was teaching me one time how to blind fish. You see, he's got his rod out there in the back and it's just sitting there. That's what we call blind fishing. Well, we were fishing a tournament and all of a sudden he and his angler stop, put the stake down. He says, we're going to teach you something. Okay. He puts 2 rods out. His angler lays down up on the bow or in the back, wherever, and he lays down too. So I looked at my angler and I said, well, let's put a couple of rods out. So we put a couple of rods out and we're watching these guys, Randy and his angler. And all of a sudden, he stands up and he says, you gonna catch that fish you got on? We turn around and look, one of our rods is going zzz, zzz. We catch an 11.5-pound bonefish and won the tournament.
To go back there and spend the day with you was a pleasure to do.
It was a plus, son. It was a plus.
When he asked me about doing this and wanted somebody to fish with, you were the first one that came to mind, and I'm certainly glad you could make it.
Well, I am too. It was a lot of fun. It was great.
Got some dinner,
Got some dinner and
had some laughs,
Yeah.
made some memories.
didn't throw anybody overboard.
No fatalities. It was all good.
It was good.
Another great reeling in the Keys.
There's a place out on the ocean, ain't on a map anywhere. The captain's looking at the water, he knows exactly where to steer. No internet or Wi-Fi towers, all that stress is gone. The lines just went in the water, and somebody yells, "Fish on!" And it's just another day, reeling in the Keys. We got that fishing feeling, there's no place we'd rather be. We're a million miles from nowhere, but we ain't lost at sea. Just living life, living the dream, reeling in the Keys.